Well,
So this illusion, this
being-
fantasy that women, what?
Sorry, go on. I'll wait for you to finish.
This fantasy that women in their leadership were going to far surpass male leadership or masculine leadership. It's a myth. Well, first of all, human beings are human beings. And this idea that one group of people, a sex, a race, a religion, etc., should be it in any shape or form is absurd because human nature and but it's just such an interesting, it's a really interesting premise. And it sparked this whole conversation on X. And earlier, before I saw it go viral, I sent it to you, Steph.
Yeah.
Because I was like, this is something that is so rich for conversation. I was in conversation with a friend yesterday who was like, remember when we had conversations that weren't political?
I'm like, remember? Yeah, I miss it.
But that's a semi-related concept. Like, people engaged in knowing who people are, who they are, not what groups they associate with, but who they are. What's your story? Where do you come from? What was your childhood like? Like, what do you enjoy? Like those times. But it's a separate thing. But anyway, what do you think about?
Well, I want to talk about the second part as well, but I think that I remember I've always had this kind of allergy in a way to this idea of, this notion that, like, if we take down the patriarchy and replace it with a matriarchy, I find that to be such a flawed concept, independent of this article, although this article kind of to why, because we live in a world where we have to share it with each other. And so
Imagine that.
and yeah, and
Imagine that.
men and women equally should be participating in the emotional decision making, system building, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera,
Yeah.
of society. Now,